Hey everyone, welcome to Total Body 30. My name is Gaby, and today we're going to be working on all many different types of muscle groups and a little bit of cardio in order to get a holistic workout. All we're going to need for today's workout is a mat, a bottle of water, and a great attitude. So let's get started with the warm-up. We're going to be starting off with some jumping jacks to get our heart rate up in about 5 seconds. So get ready. And in 3, 2, 1. With these jumping jacks, I don't want you to cheat on them. I want you to make sure that your fingertips are touching on the top and coming down at the bottom. Trying to get our heart rate up here to start our workout right. If the jumping's too harsh on your knees, you can always just step it out. Same, I want your fingertips still touching all the way to the top. Get as much movement in those shoulders. We have 20 more seconds here, and then we're gonna go into a squat pulse. Trying to get that heart rate up. 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're gonna start going into our squat and pulsing 3 times at the bottom and standing back up. Remember, in our squat, we wanna keep our chest as high as we can, as well as our knees never passing our toes. When you're also doing a squat, I want you to feel like if you're gonna sit in a chair behind you while you're keeping your chest up and your shoulders out of your ears. You should be feeling these in your glutes and your quadriceps and start warming up those muscles. We have 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna be doing a lunge with a twist, alternating sides. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go with our lunge. Feet together. Lunge backwards and twist. Then alternate sides. Starting to engage our core with that twist while still working the legs. We have about 20 more seconds here. And then we're gonna be using our mat for our next one. It's an inchworm. Make sure with our lunge that we're stepping far enough back and that our knees are never passing our toes in this as well. You should be feeling this in your quads and your glutes as well. We have 3, 2, 1. Pull out your mat a little bit and let's start in our inchworms. You want to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, walk it out into a plank, and come right back up. Just like this. We want to make sure while we're in our plank that we have no valleys and no mountains. We want our backs to be as straight as possible. We have 15 more seconds here. Keep at it. 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Next, we're going to be doing some knee hugs to stretch out those hip flexors. Just bring your knee up to your chest and squeeze as much as you can. This is going to be starting to challenge your balance. So try to tighten your core so that you can keep straight. Also, if you're struggling with the balancing part, try to grab something next to you. Or just do it a little bit lower so it's not as much of a challenge. We have 15 more seconds here. Really squeeze up here so that we can stretch out those hip flexors. And we have 5 more seconds. And then we're gonna be going into a quad stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Next, just bring your leg up. Keep your knees as close as you can. And feel that stretch going down your quadriceps. You want to stretch these muscles out well because we're going to be using them a lot during our workout. So be prepared. We have about 20 more seconds here, and then we're going to be going into a shoulder stretch. Whoops, almost lost my balance there. Got to be contracting our core during this so that we stay upright. We have 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Now, just a shoulder stretch. This is the last one in our warm-up. Want to make sure that our hand is either in front or behind the elbow, but not at the joint. And try to stretch that shoulder out for when we get into our upper body circuit. And we can switch sides. Same thing with this arm. Make sure that your hand is not at that joint and pulling on the joint. You want it on either side of it. Now reach up and try to pull your hand as far down back on your back as possible, making sure you feel that stretch going up your tricep. And switch sides. Same thing goes on this side. Try to reach on your lower back as much as you can and relax. Take a quick sip of water while I explain our first set. Our first set's gonna be a lower body workout. Let me move the mat out of the way. We don't need it for this workout. So our first set is gonna be a lower body workout. First move is a plyometric lunge. So you wanna be lunging and jumping on either side. The next move is a squat with a side crunch. So you're just gonna squat down and contract your obliques here on the side. And the last move of this set is side lunge transitions. So you're gonna go into a side lunge and staying low, transition to the other side. We're gonna be doing these 45 seconds on with a 15-second rest in between. So let's get started. We're gonna be repeating this 3 times. So let's get it. We're gonna be starting in 5 seconds with the plyometric lunge, and in 3, 2, 1, let's go. With this move, if the jumping is too harsh on your knees, you can always step it out each time. If not, try the jumping for a little bit. If you get too overworked, you can switch any time in the middle of it, whatever's most comfortable for you. You wanna make sure that your knees never feel any discomfort during this workout. You can also stay here for a little bit and then jump. Whatever works best. And we have 10 more seconds. Make sure you're breathing throughout this. You shouldn't be holding your breath. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, relax. Next is our squat with our side crunch. So we're gonna be squatting down, then reaching up and crunching on our sides. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. With this one, I want you to remember all those things I told you in the beginning about our squats. Knees never passing your toes, chest upright, shoulders down, and sitting like there's a chair behind you. And when you reach up, try to contract those those obliques as much as you can. We have 20 more seconds. You guys, keep pushing through. Try to get as many as you can in this set. We have 10 more seconds. If you want a little bit of cardio added to it, you can add a little jump to it. If not, just stay down and relax. Next is our side lunge transitions. This one, our muscles are gonna be under the tension the entire time. So if you ever need a break, stand up, shake it out for a second, and get back into it. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. In this one, you wanna make sure that your legs are far enough apart, that you're not coming over your toes, and that your straight leg is never locked out. Keep a little bend in them while you're going from side to side. We got 20 more seconds. Try to get as many as you can in. I don't want you moving super fast on this one side to side. Make it slow and make it worth it. We have 10 more seconds. Keep at it. I know it's tough. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're gonna be starting that setup all over again in 15 seconds. So take a quick breather, and let's get into it. At any time you need, you can stop, get a drink of water, and come back. No worries. Make sure you stay hydrated. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1 with the plyometric lunges. I think I'm gonna stay down for this one without the jump so that I can catch my breath. If I feel up to it, maybe at the end, I can go back into the jumping. In our lunges, I want you to make sure that you see that my knee is never hitting the floor. It's always just staying right above it. If this is still bothering your knees, just don't go as deep. Stay higher up. And we have 15 more seconds here. Make sure you're breathing when you feel it the most difficult. You should not be holding your breath. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Next is our squat with our side crunch. Take a deep breath and let's get ready for it. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat and then crunch up. If you want, you can go down slow and try to explode up. So you get that explosive movement in your quads while still getting that contraction in your core. I like to use my arms during this so that I can have a goal and I can see myself actually contracting. You don't need to be doing this with your hands, but I find it helpful for myself. Do as what you think is comfortable. We have 15 more seconds, making sure we're keeping our chest up high. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Next is our side lunge transitions. Last one of this round. Take a deep breath. Try to get your heart rate a little bit back. And let's start. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You want to make sure that you're trying to go slow in this. This workout's all about how long you can stay under the tension. If you want, stay on one side, count to 1, 2, and then switch. 1, 2, and switch. That way, you know how much time you're staying on one side, so you can stay even on both sides. We have about 15 more seconds left in this one. Let me just fix the timer. We have 5 more seconds to go. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake it out. We have one more set of this, one more time around this set, and then we're done with these. So put in all you got. And we're gonna be starting in just a second. We're gonna be starting in 10 seconds now with our plyometric lunges. I told myself I was gonna be jumping in this one, trying to challenge myself, so I'm gonna do it. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. This one, I also find it comfortable to just have my hands up. You can do as you please with your hands or in arms. If you want, you can have it up. It might add a little bit more difficulty. Or you could be alternating them, like if you're running, whatever you find more comfortable. We have about 25 more seconds here. Keep at it. Try to get as many as you can in. Being mindful of your knees. If it's too much jumping, it's okay to go down. We have 10 more seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. That one was hard. Now we're going into our squat with our side crunch. Last time we're doing that workout, so put as much as you have into it. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember our squatting cues. Try to keep your chest up and sit like if there's a chair behind you. Remember to keep breathing. I know my heart rate's up. I'm trying to breathe as much as I can. So keep at it. We have 20 more seconds here. "15 more seconds. Keep going. Try to get as many as you can in. So last time you're doing this, put it all you have. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Last move of this round, the side lunge transitions. Try to stay under that tension as long as you can. If you can stay there as the whole 45 seconds, Nice. We're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna be counting so that I know how much time I'm on each leg. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2. Never letting my knee pass my toes here, and trying to stay as if my head is not moving up or down this entire time. Staying in line. We have 10 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Give you a longer break here. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I suggest you do the same. And you can start pulling your mat out because we're gonna be using it for our upper body circuit. So pull your mat out because we're gonna be doing some push-up and burpees. Our first move is a burpee. So what I want you to do is just squat down, hands on the mat, jump out, jump back in, jump up. That's it, repeated. Next move is a push-up with a side crunch. I'm gonna do this one sideways so you guys have a better view of it. We're gonna go out into our push-up position, push up, and then crunch with both legs on each side, contracting that core again. And then the last move of that round is gonna be tricep dips. We're gonna turn ourselves around, and then you're gonna lift your hips up and bend your elbows out, trying to contract the triceps with this dip. Not moving your hips up and down, just bending at the elbow. We're gonna be doing this for 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. So let's get started with the burpees. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You wanna be jumping out and jumping up. When you jump, I want you to try to jump from the squatted position so you can get as much muscle and much tension in those legs as possible, using your exploding movements in that portion. If the jumping, of course, is too much, you can go onto your toes or just stay here and go back down. You have 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Next move is our push-ups, so let's get ready. Of course, when you do your push-ups, you can stay on your knees if being on your toes is too much. But I want you to try to challenge yourself. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Crunch on either side. Your goal is to get your knee as close to your elbow as possible when you're crunching your knees up. And when you're doing the push-up, I want your chest to be getting as close to the floor as possible. And you have 5 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Good job. Take a breather. We're gonna be turning around for the tricep dips. And we're starting that up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I want you to make sure your hips are as high as you can and your fingertips are facing your heels. You want your fingertips towards you and you're bending here at the elbows. If you want a little added difficulty, you can bend and reach up. But if not, you can just stay at the dips. You have 5 more seconds. Keep pushing. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Now we're gonna repeat that 2 more times. So let's go. We have the burpees next. And we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. With the burpees, I want you to try to take it at your own pace. Of course, push yourself as much as you can. Try to keep a count of how many reps you're doing each round, and you can try to go up it so you have a goal. We have 15 more seconds here. I'm gonna try to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I can get 1 more, and we're done. See, try to keep pushing yourself during this entire process. Take your breather. We're getting into the push-ups next. And we have 3, 2, 1, let's go. I think I'm gonna go on my knees in this one. And just same thing with the crunch. Try to bring the chest as low as you can, bending at the elbows. You want your shoulders, elbows, wrists all in line. And pushing up, using our chest and back muscles. We have 10 more seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Next is the triceps. Let's try to work with the back of our arms here. Trying to make that as tight as possible. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Lifting up and bending at the elbows. Trying to keep the elbows in line. And really focusing on the back of the arms. We have 22 seconds left. Try to get as many as you in. If you need a rest, shake it out, shake your arms out, and get back into it. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay guys, so last time we're doing this circuit around, so I want you to try to put in as much as you can, okay? We're starting with the burpees. Have a goal in mind. Keep that number, the amount of reps you can do. And let's get into it. Sorry, let me fix the timer 1 second. We're starting in 10 seconds here. Try to keep that number in mind, the amount of reps you want to do, and try to reach it. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you can't jump, try to go on your toes. Kind of get as much explosive movement as we can. And then as you keep redoing this workout, you will get stronger. You can keep on going. Make that rep number higher, that goal. We have 10 more seconds now. And in 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now the push-ups. Last time we're doing push-ups. So put in all you have. We're gonna be starting up in 5 seconds. So get ready. And in 3, 2, 1. Even if you're on your knees or your toes, whichever one, try to keep your back all in line. We don't want to see any valleys here or any mountains. Keeping it all straight the entire time. You have 10 more seconds. Get as many in as you can with good form, of course. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Last one, guys. We're gonna be doing our tricep dips. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lifting up, bending at the elbows. If you want a higher contraction, you can try to find any elevated surface, like a ledge, a bench, anything, and you can get that contraction for a longer time, a deeper range of motion. But if you're just at home, the floor is just fine. We have 10 more seconds here. Breathe out when it's the hardest. And we have 3, 2, 1. Relax. get a quick drink of water. We're gonna have a quick core set, and then we're gonna be finishing with a cool down. Okay, our core set is just planks. We're gonna be planking for 30 seconds on each side. A regular plank in both sides. So let's get started with that. We're gonna be starting in 5 seconds with our regular plank. And in 3, 2, 1. If you wanna add difficulty, you can add a jack to this, adding a little bit of more cardio and difficulty in the hold. If not, you can just hold it. Of course, you can also be on your elbows, whatever's more comfortable. Either way, on your hands or on your elbows, you want everything in line, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. We have 10 more seconds here. Remember to breathe during this hold. It's difficult, keep going. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. 15 seconds, let's go on one side while we wait, while we rest. We're gonna be on our side, same thing here, on our elbow or on our hand, whatever you prefer. And in 3, 2, 1. This one you wanna try to keep your hip as going as high as you can so you can get that contraction right on the side. You can have your hand up on your side, whatever's most comfortable. We have 15 more seconds. Hold it. If you need a rest, go down for a second or two and come right back up. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. I'm gonna switch to the other side. And then this is our last move before the cool down, so give it all you got. We're gonna be starting in about 5 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, lift. This is our last one, so let's put in all you have. Keep breathing. You shouldn't be holding your breath in these planks. And again, try to keep your hip as high as you can during this. You want to feel that contraction on your side. You have 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Now, let's get into our cool down. What I want you to do is in the seated position, breathe in, breathe out, and try to reach your toes. Leading with your chest, not your head. Keep your neck and your spine all in line, leading with your chest down. If you want to go deeper in your stretch, breathe in, and then breathe out and come deeper. Now, let's go into a downward dog. Pushing your back and your chest into the floor here. And you can start walking it out if you want an extra stretch on your calves here, while still pushing your chest to the floor, stretching out those back and shoulders. From here, bring your leg in to do that hip flexor stretch. You can come back down into the downward dog for just a second and switch sides to the other side. And breathe in and breathe out. Trying to get that heart rate back down to normal. Just stand it up here now and do a quick quad stretch. Work out those legs. Stretch out those legs after we worked on them so hard. And then the other side. And then going into a squat here, breathing in and breathing out. One last time. Good job, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Total Body 30, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.